Hi guys, it's me again, Dr. Hardy, pediatric obesity expert, family obesity expert, pediatrician. Welcome back. I'm going to talk about mold today to continue my series on allergies and how to make this allergy season a bit more bearable. But we have to learn about these allergies first. So the next one is mold. And I remember in residency, I had so many parents coming in saying that their child is wheezing. They clearly have some kind of allergy. They have runny nose all the time. It's only when they're in the house, when they go to grandma's house, they don't have any symptoms. They swear something's in the house. They had someone come out, test the house for mold, and it was positive. A positive mold test doesn't necessarily mean you have a mold problem, and a positive mold test doesn't necessarily mean that that is the culprit. CDC no longer recommends testing your house for mold. There's no quantity of mold that is considered above a threshold where you would have more symptoms or that's more concerning. And basically, if a child doesn't have any symptoms other times of the year, maybe it's not mold, maybe it's seasonal. So if you clean up the mold, you see mold, you clean up the mold, or there's a water source causing the mold, you clean up the water source, you clean up the mold goes away and everything is better. But some people are really anxious around mold because they heard or read about toxins being released from the mold. And yes, there are some toxin producing molds, but that toxin is released if you ingest the mold. So if you inhale mold spores, it should not give you any abnormal side effect or be toxic to your health. Okay, so we have molds everywhere. Even if we don't see it, if we don't feel sick from anything, we have been inhaling molds all our lives. Okay, so all of a sudden, mold is coming up. It's the hot topic, but studies have shown that basically you have to ingest, meaning it has to go through your GI tract for the toxins to be released. So if you're not eating any moldy food and swallowing it, it's very unlikely that you're going to have a toxic effect from a toxin producing mold. So I reiterate, if you find mold in your home, but there are no symptoms, again, no symptoms in the presence of mold, just clean the mold up, remove the water source that is causing the mold to grow in the first place, and you should be fine. Some people notice that there's mold or there's a leak of water somewhere and they find the mold and they're all up in arms because they have been sleeping and eating and living in this environment with the mold. But if you've had no symptoms, you are probably okay. All right, guys, so in the next video, I'm going to talk about how we can control our environment so we don't have to stop our lives for allergies. What we can do to make this allergy season a bit more bearable. See you soon.